Hello there, this is Bethany, retired funeral director turned dog groomer. 9 months ago, my man friend, our daughter and myself left our comfortable and established lifestyle in Ontario, Canada, for a life we always chatted about during morning coffee. Fast-tracking our retirement plans, chasing our dreams, and risking our future, in the race against old age, we purchased 7 unseen acres in the wilderness of Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. We downsized everything we owned, loaded up a trailer, our dog, 2 cats, ATV, and hauled it to our new land. What we knew for sure was our life was about to make a drastic change. What we didn't know was that we were relocating to the most gorgeous place we've ever seen. We took a chance and it was worth it. Join us as we navigate through our new RV lifestyle. New climate, new landscape, new wildlife, building a world we dreamed of in a place only seen in postcards from the ground up. Thanks for visiting, and subscribe to my channel if you would enjoy the content of a 40-something gal running away into the woods with her family. Well, hello again, my faithful followers. Warmest regards from my home to yours. It's hard to believe it, but we are only 2 weeks away from the winter solstice, the darkest day of the year, the first day of winter, and the last season we have yet to experience on Cape Breton Island. We have a beautiful life routine going on, and it feels fantastic. Each morning I wake up anywhere between 3 a.m. and 5 a.m., and that's on my own. I have not heard an alarm clock in months. I spend that quiet time in the morning doing office work, and I might even do a little organizing and cleaning. Manfriend is an early riser also. Not quite as early as me, but early enough to have a couple of cups of coffee before I prepare him his lunch and send him off to work, usually by 7:15. By this time, our daughter is awake and getting ready for school. I drive her to the end of our road, which is about 3/4 of a mile, where she catches the bus on the Cabot Trail. Then I cozy up in my dog shop for my grooming day. Sometimes I do start work at 7:30 in the morning, and if that's the case, then Manfriend will do the bus duty, and he'll begin his day an hour later. I'm finished work generally by early afternoon, and I will often take a hike, have a coffee break, and then run around puttering with various chores until bus pickup. I do not stop for lunch. My coffee break is my lunch. I eat one big meal a day, and that's usually at dinner time. We don't keep a fire going in the shop all day as no one is in there, so we preserve the firewood, and I will start a fire later in the afternoon. That way, it's warm and toasty in time for dinner. Manfriend likes to watch hockey and movies in the shop, and sometimes he's working on organizing projects in there, and sometimes even I'm in there doing one thing or another. And a warm wood stove with a crackling fire has been truly blissful. Manfriend and I could not remember if we had brought our snow shovel from Ontario, or if we left it behind for our oldest daughter. We thought if we did bring it, it would be in the boat, in the tent trailer, or in our storage shed. I looked in all those places and found everything but our shovel. I even found some more items for my dog shop, keepsakes from dog families in the past that really warmed my heart. There was other pictures and decor that I found, and it's just so nice to come across all of our things as we slowly unpack. So far so good. We haven't really needed the shovel yet, but we have a plow for the driveway, and it's just an odd thing how much I love to shovel snow. And I'm really in the mood for it these days. You know, as I was trying to lift the lid of this tent trailer, the actual thought that was going through my mind was, geez, Beth, like, put some muscle into it. Like, you used to pick up human remains off 3-story walk-ups, you know? Like, you can do this. Come on. I got that in my head, and I just went, ugh, and I got it open, just enough to open the side door to peek inside, only to find out the shovel was not in there. I thought the shovel might be tucked away back in here on the storage shed, but it wasn't. And of course, I went down a rabbit hole peeking into boxes thinking, I think I want to bring some of this stuff down. It wasn't on my agenda, but I wanted a couple things that were out of there. And yeah, so, you know, one less thing we have to unpack later. Just something really sad. I peeked at this picture and note that I received from a dog family in Ontario, and at the time I opened it, I could not read it because I didn't want to get emotional, and that's the first time I read it. And I didn't get emotional, but it really tugged at my heartstrings, and I'm glad that I waited because that really would have made me cry in front of the family if I had read that in front of them. Aw, but it's so nice to have it in my new shop now. Everything's just starting to feel more like home as we unpack. It's just really a nice feeling. But you know, let's wait a minute here. Let's go back several days before we got all this snow. I had a huge mission this week, a major goal that I obsessed about morning till night. We have a stretch of land that goes way far out into the mountains. It's on the opposite side of the road from our lakefront land where our RV and shops are located. The other side of the property butts up to the Highland Mountains, so it's nothing but wildlife, and it's thick with trees and rivers and mountain crevices. And I know for an absolute fact that there is a large, very large pond at about the halfway point on our property line. And our property runs right alongside that pond. So for me, finding that pond is crucial in landmarking my territory. The intense urge that I had to find this pond overtook me all week. I was going to hike every single day, every minute that I could, further and further out until I found it. I was 100% driven to find that pond. Every day I'd come home from my hike, check my maps and guidelines and see how much closer I was. Then one night, all of a sudden I was like, okay, now I've made a triangle around it. It must be inside this triangle. It has to be. I hardly slept thinking about it. I know, so weird, but I can't help it. When I set my mind on something, rarely will I let it go.
This is what I imagine every day. 작은 한 뼘짜리 공간 속 꿈을 노래하는 거울 속에 난 그 무대 위에 더 자유로운데. They say that I could fall, that I should let go. Shut it out, I don't mind my problems. They only make me get stronger. I know that they're gonna push me go higher. 기억해, 완벽하지 않아도 I say 완전해. 지금 이런 게 하나도 I'm on the way. All my dreams, my eternal fire. 있어준 my friend 먹이며 바라보는데 They say that I could fall.
Then, all of a sudden, after a million steps, it was there.
Shut it out, I don't mind my problems. They only make me get stronger. You know that they're gonna push me go higher. 기억해, 완벽하잖아도 I say 완전해. 이건 미루기 하나도 I'm on the way. All my dreams, my eternal fire. On my mind, on my mind, on my mind. On my mind, on my mind, on my mind, on my mind.
You can't see it or hear it, but my heart is throbbing so hard and my body trembling so intensely at the sight. I must get to my own side and see it from my own land. Oh, the relief of this day. Such a lovely feeling of accomplishment and a beautiful moment.
기억해, 완벽하잖아도 I say 완전해. 이건 미루기 하나도 I'm on the way. All my dreams, my eternal fire. On my mind, on my mind, on my mind, on my mind, on my mind.
I cannot wait to get back out there and carry on beyond this pond. We have so much more unseen land to explore, and maybe even more beautiful surprises just waiting around the corner to be discovered. You never know, and I can't wait to find out. At this time, I'm satisfied. I knew we had snow coming on the way by week's end, and it was a big relief to me to have reached the milestone of finding the pond. So I can redirect focus onto something we couldn't wait to do here on Cape Breton Island, our first Christmas in the wilderness, and what better way to kick things off than a tour through our land for our festive tree. What a memorable moment. Don't like the snow? Don't like it snowing out.
You're like a river in the dark. You stare me right, you lit the spark. And I can feel you tearing down every wall. Come one, come all.
Before I go, there's one more thing that I was kind of excited to see and share with you. My very special and sacred place, a little hidden gem I've named the Super Secret Sisters Sanctuary. It's a gorgeous place in our forest that I've grown so attached to. I've even marked it as the trailhead to the pond, and it's also known as Tia's Trail, after our dog. I've seen the sanctuary in spring, summer, and autumn. Now I need to see her under a blanket of snow with coffee in hand. And by the way, my coffee does taste better with my custom-made Lure of the North handcrafted mug designed and made with love by Leanne Longfellow Pottery in Field, Ontario. Someday I will tell you the story of Leanne, her pottery, and the link that we have to Lure of the North. But for now, let's gander to the sanctuary, shall we?
It's of young romance. And under blue skies with an open glance, we head over heels filled with dreams. Come all, everything, just when I need you. You set sail and navigate. But when I need you, you lift me up till we levitate. You're mesmerizing, hypnotizing.
I wish to extend a big hug to you, my lovely subscribers. I see you, all of you, and I hope you're having the best day. I have this little hobby I'm thinking of getting into. I hope you stick around on my channel, because I might need a little help with it. It's called bushcrafting. Oh, and I have a little offering to extend to you. Please stick around to the end of the video. I might even give you a little insight on a future adventure that I'm planning. I think you might find it exciting. But before I close out for today, check out this encounter I witnessed between Joey, our neighborhood eagle, and our frequent visitor, the golden eagle, who comes around more often than not now that he deserves a name. So his name is Gary. Joey and Gary had a little encounter, and I mean for real. How is this my life?
And my eyes are set on you.
Okay, so first things first, we had a theory about those two eagles. We think the golden was actually perched up on the pole and my cat was outside, and I'm wondering if that bird was sitting there eyeballing my kitty cat, and then Joey came in holding his fish already and was trying to shoo him away. That's one theory. Another theory is that the golden was sitting, Gary the golden was sitting on the pole eating his fish when Joey came in, swooped him out, and took the fish from him. It all happened so fast, and I didn't catch the very beginning, so I'm not sure who had the fish first, but obviously Joey ended up with the fish. So that's that. The other thing is we never did find our snow shovel, so obviously we left it in Ontario for our oldest daughter, but that's okay. And the third thing is I am still using these binoculars every day, and especially now there's no foliage on the trees, so I can really see in the mountains with these. And because it's Christmas coming up, I thought I'd remind you that I do have a 20% discount to my followers if you wanted to get a pair of these, and I'll leave the link in my description, as well as I'll put the discount code on the screen here, and I'll put it in the description also. But the fun adventure that I have coming up, and I'm thinking I don't know when I'm going to do this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it in the winter or not, but I want to climb to the top of Squirrel Mountain, which is right there. That's Squirrel Mountain, and I want to climb to the top of that and get to the top and use these from the very top. Oh, I can really breathe. It's getting windy. We're getting temperatures are climbing ever so slowly, but next week we're gonna get like double digits, and everything is gonna melt, and we're gonna get a lace wet wind. So I was down at the Gulf earlier. I'd gone to the post office, so I'll put a little clip of how windy it is over by the ocean side. Anyway, I hope everybody is doing well, and thank you for watching again. I'll keep you posted on the Squirrel Mountain. I was talking to a neighbor friend of ours, and his dad, who is 76, climbed to the top of Squirrel Mountain. So if he can do it, I can do it. But I don't know if he did it in the winter, but basically you have to go in behind the mountain. So the trailhead is like here, and then you have to go in and around and up. But I'll take you along for that. I will be bringing my binoculars, and when I get to the very top, I should be able to see clear as day our property down here and all the areas around us. So we're still very warm and cozy in the RV. So far, no issues. And the shop also has been awesome. So anyway, thanks for coming out, and I'll see you next time. I'm getting cold holding my phone. I gotta get some gloves on. Ciao for now.